my dear Pisces, this is a love and spirituality reading for a prediction for Libra season, September 23rd to October 22nd, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. These readings are aimed towards showing you your blind spot and your shadow so you can grow as a person and thereby be able to attract a better love life and life overall for yourself. This reading is dedicated to Carrie, that made a donation for Pisces. Thank you so much, Carrie. And if you also want to sponsor a reading from me, you can follow the donation link in the description box. And this will be a love and spirituality reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for September that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I also have the flip through or the review of After Tarot and Before Tarot up on my channel. And it's the deck I'm using now, and it's by Pietro Aligo, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your gigantic deck, I see the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups. So this is someone that's a little bit foolish in love, Pisces, and there's a fish there as well, that's just tearing out or just pouring out the love that was given to you, okay? Or it might be that you have experienced this, that you fell in love, but this person just poured out your love. But if it's on the outside, it's usually on the inside. It doesn't have to be with the same person, but it can be in other situations where you are taking love for granted. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have another four, and it's the Four of Swords. And it has some butterflies instead of flying fish and seagulls. Okay, so I'm definitely feeling like there's someone ignoring you, or you are ignoring someone, Pisces. Okay, so the four is connected to the Emperor, so it's about keeping your boundaries, being stubborn, standing your ground, kind of protecting your empire, things like this. So it might be that we don't want to experience an old situation again. We have gotten some experience that tells us we need to protect ourselves. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here's Five of Cups, so even more spilt milk here, and the cat is interested with this as well. So I definitely feel like you have become very protected, Pisces, due to an earlier disappointment in your life, and you're becoming more self-sufficient here with the little cat there. So I call the six elements. Sorry, it's big for my hands. And here we have the Lovers and the Page of Cups. So it seems like this situation wants to heal in one way or the other, that people are supposed to kind of come together and forgive each other in the end, and maybe just not right now when you are putting these high boundaries, or not before. Maybe a person really needs to reach out to you and, you know, make amends here. So six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. Yeah, so I want my dear Pisces to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny and justice. So we have Two of Wands jumping, 2, 11, justice, 1 + 1, 2. So it's something, some kind of balance that needs to happen between you and another person. Maybe you're waiting for a real apology from someone, and you really want them to make amends, or it might be someone that is stuck in not being able to kind of to forgive themselves, so they might be cold and cutting in some way. Okay, so I'm just going to tune in here for a few seconds to you and your situation in Libra season, Pisces. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's a card upside down. I don't have these cards upside down. I didn't think so anyway, but it's Knight of Cups in the reverse together with the King of Pentacles. In the reverse, I saw this combination with another sign. I don't remember what sign it was though. I have done Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Cancer, and Scorpio so far. And this was kind of the key cards in that reading. So it was about the person was very afraid to take part of life or to show vulnerability, so they closed themselves up in this tower. So again, with this kind of square, a building, a castle is usually a square building, and we have the number 4s coming through for you 2 times. So you are definitely also dealing with this person, or you are this person that's trying to protect themselves because they have a fragile inside or vulnerable inside, which they don't want to expose to the world, so the world can hurt them. Okay, interesting. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. And it shows that this is something that you have been working on for a very long time repeatedly, and you're doing a really good job. It's sometimes it can feel a little bit tedious, but I'm thinking you're getting more and more skilled with handling these difficult situations where you end and another person begins, and how to put boundaries and how to not get hurt, things like this, because we saw the 3 of Swords also in the bottom of the deck there. So you have been hurt, and you have shunted out other people, and you probably faced also with people that has been hurt and that have shunted out you. So it usually goes both ways, doesn't have to just be the same relationships. So I'm just going to put out the cards here. This is the past, we can say, but it has a deeper meaning to this. It has a deeper meaning in this reading, all the cards, all the positions. And this is the now. And we have the green ones, it's after tarot. The yellow ones is before tarot. And this is your future. So we'll start with the central card, which is the issue at hand. And we have the world card. So there's a great connection or a great bond between you and another person. You have also been able to complete some kind of old mission that has to do with boundaries. Maybe before you couldn't put boundaries, or you couldn't kind of separate yourself from other people. You couldn't say no because of the fear of the consequences or losing someone. But eventually you were probably triggered. So in the end, maybe it didn't matter if you lost this someone or not, because you had been so challenged over and over and over again with the 8 of Pentacles, the same nightmare over and over again. So you would learn. It was for a good thing. 8 of Pentacles is a good card. It's kind of the whole reason to why we are here, to experience life and to be pioneers and learn how to deal with certain situations. So it's like universe trying to experience itself. And while we are trying to experience ourselves, we've split up in you and me, night and day, darkness and light. And it's in this contrast that we can play out these roles. It's in this contrast that we can have this kind of video game or this school. And without the contrast, we wouldn't be able to see the things that we want to see, the things that our soul is so curious about. what happens if a person are mean to another person? What happens? How do I feel when someone are mean to me? Or how does it feel to lose somebody, to be split apart? So when we leave this dimension here and go into another dimension, when our body is worn out and the animated life isn't animated anymore, and our soul leaves or just slips into another dimension, then we are usually in union, not in the kind of ghost stage, because it's like the little bit nightmare again. But when we go into the light, into the portal, we will be in union again. But here on earth, we are usually split apart, and we're trying to get into union. And this whole trying is what's kind of makes up the whole journey, because we're trying to get back into union. And when the universe is back into union, it's like it takes a breath out and everything is created. And then it takes a big breath in and the universe is not there anymore. Okay, so we're back into union. Everyone is in this nothingness. And then breath out and a new universe is created and back in. So when we have come back into union, the work is done. Okay, when everything is in harmony again, the universe will not be anymore, because then it has made its purpose. It's clear, it's ready, or it's finished. Okay, that's a better word. So here is the past, and we see a Queen of Swords. So you might have been dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or with justice overall. Queen of Swords is she's fighting for justice, for what is right and what is good in the world. So we have the little angel cherub here, so the child and the butterflies. So she wants people to spiritually transform. That's her mission. She wants to come to make people grow. And she's also protective of the vulnerable. And she has a very keen sense of judgment, being able to see things from an above perspective. So it seems like you have had some kind of eureka moment in the past, Pisces, being able to see through things and see through illusions and manipulations and other things. Okay, and this is your mission in the future here, and we have strength. So your mission is to come to terms with the good, the bad, and the ugly. That movie came true for another sign as well, good, bad, and the ugly. I think it's the name of these characters, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So in this process of strength, this is in one stage is kind of, this is you, and this is your shadow or animalistic side that you're trying to deny. You're trying to be proper. You're trying to behave in, furnitured rooms. But then this side starts to, become angry at the people around you and see that you feel unfairly treated. Okay. So this will be the way which you are then kind of protecting yourself and, roaring towards other people that this is totally wrong. So making a little bit rebellion. And eventually there will be balance between these two. So you don't have to push away your shadow, and you don't have to let your shadow take over completely and rule the show. So here you have really become a grown-up and really become like this person that can deal with difficult situations and still be calm, because you're not so touchy-feely anymore. You don't get immediately offended if someone doesn't act in the way that you perceive them to act or you wanted them to act. You will be able to just rise above. Okay, so this person hasn't is like that, and that's their journey, and it has nothing to do with me, because you're not taking things personally anymore, because you're one person. You have become a unit. You have unified with your shadow and with your soul. So becoming a grown-up. So then we can forgive everything, because we don't feel like the victim anymore. We have taken control over our own life and become our own hero. So this is divine interference in this situation. And we have the Ten of Swords. So I think this is with the challenge over and over again, the things that have been done to you over and over again, kind of really finishing you up. I'm thinking you might have been very outgiving before and become a victim in many situations. And then your lion roared because you have seen something through your Queen of Swords, the eyes of Queen of Swords. And you didn't want to experience this anymore. And it was kind of the divine purpose all along to send you a lot of difficult situations until you would change your way and not let yourself be this easy victim. So I'm thinking you're not a victim anymore. This is how this whole thing is for you with divine interference and the situation feeling this pull towards this other person that might have hurt you 10,000 times. And it's the King of Wands. So I'm thinking again, you're dealing with this situation in a very good way. Some of you might be meeting with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. We have two lions here, but mostly I think this is about you. But what's inside of you will also mirror in the world. You might also meet proper heroes, okay? Here with these two characters, it's showing me how much your soul has taken part in your body. You're now strong. You are not afraid to defend yourself or speak up or tell people how you really feel or what you really mean. You are not that easy wounded anymore. So you can take whatever happens, whatever consequences will happen out of you speaking the truth or telling the truth here with the Queen of Swords. So we'll see the combination between the Queen of Swords in the past and the King of Wands in the now for you. And another World card. So the Divine really wants to say that you have been able to complete something for yourself. You have been able to come to a certain point where you were supposed to be. Instead of a human there's this sword. So it's the sword from the Queen of Swords and then the wand from the King of Wands, showing that you have really implemented the masculine energies inside of you. So you have learned to protect your own universe, to not being so eager to go back into union that you sacrifice yourself. Okay, but this is still on, but it might be kind of the end game. We come into union with people in our life, but we also are separated again by illness or people getting dementia, for example, dying, or just, doesn't love you anymore, leaving home, moving with all their suitcases and stuff. So this is kind of temporary in this world. Everything is falling apart. The only thing that doesn't fall apart, it's your soul. It's what's eternal here. And this is what you have found. Okay, you have found that whatever happens, I still have me. So, very good. You're really walking on your highest path towards your highest destiny here. So this is this was your mission, and this is the work that needs to be done. And it's justice. So it's about really fine polishing your own judgment and being able to rise above. And you know what I said, when you are standing fully on your own side, being your own hero, it's easy to forgive people. So I'm thinking also forgiveness will come. And her sword is put down here, so she doesn't have to fight anymore because she has this power inside herself that makes her not a victim. Okay, she's in her full own authority. Here, she was a victim in the past, but now you are not the victim anymore. Okay, and Justice is Libra and Queen of Swords is Libra. So you started with the minor arcana and ended with the major arcana. That now you know how to create balance inside yourself, and thereby you create also balance in the world, and you're able to speak up about the things that you see that's a little bit out of order and asking questions. You know that you can force people into behaving in moral ways or behaving in balanced ways. They can still be over dramatic and, you know, scream at you so the spit flows in your direction. And you can ask questions. So, okay, I'm seeing you seem kind of mad. How can I help you? So it's with this. It's curious and it's cool, it's zen, it's rising above. You have a great foundation with your self-love and with your self-respect. So you're not rocked easily by another person's behavior or a situation that the divine is sending you that's kind of screwing with your situation a little bit or a lot. You're still okay. So why is this happening? What am I supposed to learn? So you're not getting particularly reactive. So this is outside interference in the past. And we have the sun here. So I'm thinking there's a great love in this situation. We have a lot of soulmate cards here with the sun and the world being both cards for soulmates. And this is also Leo, Leo, Leo. So it's something with Leo in your chart, maybe here in Libra season, that's affecting you. And we also have this, that it's a game, it's fun, okay? It doesn't feel fun because this is 19, the sun, 1 + 9, 10. We have 10 of swords here. So this game amongst soul, that's soulmates, might feel in this animated life on earth, it can really feel, it can really hurt you, okay? It really did a number on you. Event obviously here, but on another plane you're still very close as soulmates coming into union here. Okay, so this is the future and we have a judgment here. So a judgment might mean that some kind of element from the past or a soulmate will return into your life. For me, soulmate means a person that you have lived with many lifetimes before. So you're working together with them to grow spiritually, to grow as a soul, to grow as a person. And this is people rising from their graves. So you might also start to remember past lives, or there might be people coming back from the past, rising again. And this, of course, can be a situation where we finally will see if what we have learned and be able to implement it. So I will see here what we want to say. Okay, dream talk. Your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It is just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbol, messages, and more. And with this wonderful spread here, we have 3 minor arcana cards. This is the Queen of Swords, King of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. So the troubles the divine have sent it your way. The divine, I say, but it's really your higher self that wanted this. And you have a great connection now with the divine, and you can get a lot of information from dreams or from your own intuition about the next step. And you don't have to be nervous about this or think that I'm missing something, because you have it inside of you. You're very in tune with the divine at the moment here. So you're able to do things in ways that are very much on your highest path here. So I will see again with the judgment, get a clarification, because it's outside interference in the future. Rise. Okay, yeah, they are rising. So it might be that you're ascending together with a group, or like this evolution is happening with you and a group. 31. Or you might do some important work in dreams. I'm thinking about the Tibetan Book of the Dead and the Egyptian Book of the Dead, where people prepare themselves for death with dream work, okay? Because when we die, it's usually, people have it described it, it can feel very clear, very vivid. but it will still be a little bit like a dream, like an illusion. So you don't know, you can forget that you have even died and be a little bit lost. And to not get lost like that, we are working a lot with dreams. And eventually, the more energy you put into your dreams, the more lucid dreams you will be able to have. Dreams where you actually know that you're dreaming. And this will help you when crossing over to the other side. It might also help you if you are ascending, if you're actually going to shift dimension from this dimension to another dimension. And you will start to see illusions, because when you're shifting dimension, it might come inconsistencies. That car was red first, but then when it's past you, it's suddenly white, or things like this. So, my child, you have come to a place where you are being asked to take a risk and try something new and different. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, why not take the leap of faith? No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself, and when you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did it. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? If the answer is no, don't do it. If yes, I will give you wings to fly and will catch you if you fall. This symbol also brings a gentle warning. Your risk shouldn't be motivated by boredom. This is a symbol of consequences as well as courage. And you have been really scared of consequences in the past, but now with this, what you have gone through, what more can the world do to you? And so you have become really tough. And that is a part of real high spiritual growth, to know that we will turn ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and therefore not taking things super seriously anymore. So we get more courageous and we are able to take risks, or risk ourselves, in particular risk our ego, to risk our old shell, so to speak, the one that was supposed to, we need still to cherish our body. We see our body here. You need to cherish it and take really good care of it. It's your temple while being alive, so you need to honor it. The body is only has this short life, and then it will turn to ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and your soul will prevail. So you owe your body a lot, and you are the one that can fulfill its dreams and needs. And it's a collective, because it's made of cells and bacteria. So you're kind of your own universe here. So this is about you taking very good responsibility in your universe, taking good care of your body, but in the same time taking risks that is coming from your soul. Here's your soul and there's your soul. So we all have this sun above our head, and some people have it in their body or in their head. They can have it around their whole body or just around the head, like a halo. So what I'm seeing with you is that you need to trust your own judgment. We have both Justice 11 and Judgment 20, 2 plus 0, 2, 1 plus 1, 2. So good judgment to find the way of your soul. Again, here, good judgment and trust your soul. Be stubborn, be your own hero. So it doesn't mean putting yourself flat for other people and be a do-gooder. It means really acting in tranquility and harmony with your own being. So not making you all split inside, where you feel, I feel like this, but I'm doing like that. We can do that a lot because we want to rise above and be good people. And that's okay. We can want to rise above and be good people, but we still need to express how we feel, because this is it's expressing our next step in our destiny, and this is definitely your next step in your destiny. So you still need to whip up the situation by saying, I don't agree with you, if you don't agree with a person. And later on you might say, okay, now I agree with you. But as long as you don't agree with them, you don't agree with them. So you need to be ready to be able to whip up some tension, if that is accordingly with your soul and what you feel, okay? So this is to be able to do that and still keep your foundation, still be very cool and calm, and feel like you are centered in yourself and in your soul. Okay, my dear Pisces, unusual reading for you, I think, but you have really reached a stage where you have become really grown up and are ready to take a lot of responsibility for your life and your own creations, and also create your life as you want it. You have much more power now to do that. And it might be coming in a soulmate here in your future, or already have come in, even might really be a part of your life, even if they have been part of doing this damage on your life situation, or your feelings and your thoughts and your beliefs. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. The next round of astrological videos will be my love readings that I will do in late September for the month of October for all the signs. And also keep the lookout for the pick a card readings and the near personal readings that will be spread throughout the month. I also have the flip through for the after tarot and before tarot that's being used here if you're curious. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. And until next time, take really good care and stay blessed. Bye-bye.